Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. In his very first interview since he caused two hosts from The View, and The View is like Wuthering Heights or something like that. It's mind food, man. This guest went on The View today and caused two of these intellectual giants to get up and leave. Ha! Bill O'Reilly will be here to answer for his actions, and I may praise him for it. And in other news, today I had blood shooting right directly out of my eyes. Made it hard to see because I now wear glasses. I couldn't take the president's claim that the Chamber of Commerce is now Al-Qaeda. So today on my radio program, I blew a blood vessel and challenged the audience to donate to the Chamber of Commerce. Make it the biggest fundraising day ever. Thought that would be impossible to do. I got a call from the Chamber about an hour later. In the first hour, we beat that goal. You want to find out more about the evil, wicked, snidely whiplash called the Chamber? Log on to glennbeck.com or theblaze.com and read the story there. Everything in our nation seems to be upside down. Today, we put it right side up, and we stop accepting the bullcrap and tell each other the truth. Come on, let's go. Hello, America. Tonight, we are going to relearn some of the correct principles in our life. Because at the end of the show today, or by the end of the show today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about something the doctors told me was happening in my life. And the advice they gave me, and it's going to be the same kind of advice I give you. And that is, let's stop sweating some of the crazy stuff, and let's start looking to the correct principles in life. I'm going to show you something. I think this is a phrase that I think is one of the most important phrases that we can learn. Teach a man correct principles and let him govern himself. What does that mean? That means I don't have to tell you what to think. I don't have to tell you where to go to church. I don't have to tell you how to vote or who to vote for. I don't have to teach you anything except correct principles. Nobody has to teach me anything except correct principles. And then back away. If I know the correct principles, I can govern myself. So, what are those principles? Well, there's a few of them. First one is hard work. Hard work. Hard work, the principle behind hard work is it'll give you self-esteem. It'll give you hope for the future, that your future can be better, that if you work hard, you can better yourself and your family and your situation. Now let me ask you this. How hard do you work for your money? Do you have an easy job, or does money just magically shoot out of the back of your pants and right directly into your wallet? Boy, I wish I had that kind of magic butt, but I don't. I work hard for my money. I'm guessing you do too. That's what's most aggravating to me about the IRS. It's not that the government takes my money, although it's not about that. It's the way they treat my money. My money is, and yours too, is a representation of my time. That's all that money is. It represents your time. You did time. Well, more in Washington should actually do time, but you know what I mean. You're spending time, and in exchange for that time, you get money. So when the IRS comes in and the government comes in and takes your money, here's correct principle number one: value my time and my effort and my money and don't waste it. Do you know that you just spent $2 million on a Cass Sunstein nudge for your children to stop your kids from being fat kids, skinny kids, and kids that climb on rocks? Why are our kids fat? Because they're not climbing on rocks. But instead of going that way and saying, hey kids, go climb on rocks, instead they just took $2 million of your hard-earned money to manipulate school children into picking fruits and vegetables over cookies and French fries. Does this sound like Cass Sunstein? Listen to some of the ideas for manipulating your kids, tricking your kids into making healthier choices. Here's number one: hiding the chocolate milk behind the plain milk. Like fat kids are going to, as a fat kid, like I'm going to sit there and go, no chocolate milk, or it's too far. I can't. Well, you're not going to reach back and get it? How about putting the salad bar next to checkout? That's after I've gotten the cake and the pie and everything else, and I'm like, oh yeah, salad, that would have been a good idea. Here I'm having this. How about placing fruit in pretty baskets? Oh, look at the fruit, it's in a pretty basket. I want to eat it. Accepting only cash as payment for desserts. Using prepaid cards that only allow students to purchase healthy options from the school cafeteria. They say the research project is necessary because leaving choices to students and parents will not translate into good choices. Once again, may I just repeat that? Could you bring that back up, please? It is leaving choices to students and parents will not translate into good choices. Oh. So who makes the choice then for you? Homer. Once again, progressives know better than you. And you are now paying to have Cass Sunstein, a guy who I say is the most dangerous man in America, because first it's nudge, then it's shove, then it becomes shoot. Some will argue, oh, come on, it's only about school lunches. What's the big deal? It's school lunches. Really? I don't know about you, but I don't want the federal government in my kids' lunch bag. Do you know that people in Great Britain said almost the very same thing? You see, they're a few steps ahead in the progressive Fabian idea of progress. They are confiscating now, and in fact, they just did it. They confiscated a kid's grilled cheese sandwich because it didn't have a tomato or lettuce in it. Oh, you got to be kidding me. They're doing this kind of food police in Arizona as well, as in a public charter school. I'll tell you about it in a second. They're not allowed to have white bread or American cheese. What a surprise, the progressives don't want us to have American cheese. No processed food, no processed meats. No foods that end in ose. They'll use federal dollars to raise up a bunch of environmental militants. But heaven forbid we use those tax dollars to teach about God, but that's tomorrow's show. You don't want to miss this. The principle that they are teaching, remember, the idea is teach a man correct principles and let him govern himself. The principle that they are teaching is that the federal government knows better than mom or dad or even teacher. Let me tell you this. Uncle Sam. He is not your uncle. If he is, he's the uncle that should be in prison. Tip, he's wearing the striped pants already. He's not your uncle. But we're not even making him Uncle Sam anymore. He's Daddy Sam. Daddy, please help me. Tell me what to eat, Daddy, please. You think they're going to stop at lunch? If they think we are incapable of feeding or raising our children properly, they will manipulate us into everything. They're doing it already in healthcare. Remember, you're too stupid to figure that out. What did Joe Biden say? They would like to go off on and campaign on the things that they've done, but it's just so complex. People won't understand it. I'm surprised we just don't have government drool cups strapped to our face. Here's what they're doing to our schools now. In Huntington, West Virginia, elementary students won't be playing on swing sets any longer because the school district has decided to take those dangerous swing sets down. Their casualty insurance provider has had to pay 2 liability claims totaling $1,500. They've also been sued twice in the last year for swing-related incidents. Swing-related? What is a swing-related incident? I don't, it's a swing set. How is it our parents and our grandparents and we made it unscathed with swing sets? Quote, in this day and age, we have to do everything we can to keep our kids safe. Jed Flowers of the school district. Jed, that doesn't involve taking the swing sets away. What are you talking about? You want to keep our kids safe? What do you say? We ramp up the security, oh, I don't know, at the airports. How about Amtrak? In Wichita, schools are now banning silly bands bracelets because there were too many arguments over bad trades or trades gone bad. And they were the culprit in a spitball incident in a cafeteria. Not a spitball incident, no! In Fairfax, Virginia, School officials have banished chocolate milk from the menu because this year they're trying to have healthier school lunches. Some parents have launched complaints because they say the kids won't choose regular milk, leaving them getting zero milk instead of chocolate milk. New York City schools, also in the name of healthier choices, are reducing calorie intake for kids. And so they've decided to ban bake sales. In California, some of the students were busted looking up dirty words in the dictionary. One of the students even found the term oral sex in the dictionary. Yeah, the school district promptly responded by, and I am not making this up, banning the dictionary. Okay. If we're going to go down the road where we don't want our kids to know about oral sex, then maybe we should have banned the White House, oh, I don't know, about 10 years ago, but nobody seemed to care about it then. Could we also just take a step back and know that kids are going to be kids and they're going to look up funny words and come on, really? If I was talking to Richard and I shorten it, do you think kids, should we ban the word Richard? Because if I shorten it, kids are going to go, hello? What is wrong with us? Last year, 5 students were sent home for wearing American flag t-shirts on Cinco de Mayo because could have caused some problems there. It's awfully, look at those t-shirts. You see those t-shirts? Yeah, nationalism. Last winter holiday season, a school in Oregon removed a holiday giving tree. The winter holiday season, a holiday giving tree was removed from the school because several families complained that it was still a religious symbol. I don't have enough blood. Just shoot right from, you know, I'm going blind. I'm reading this stuff every day. Yeah, you could just tune out. You just go back eating Cheetos or whatever it is you're doing. I got to live here. We're now at the point where I think I'm actually surprised that people aren't protesting that the winter holiday tree isn't a Christmas tree. Aren't we about to go full circle in this insanity? What the heck is happening to us? Well, it makes me think about Michelle Obama, who said, Barack knows that we're going to have to change our traditions and our language and our conversations. He'll force us to be involved, and he'll never let us go back to the life we once led. Oh, well, thank you, Daddy and Mommy Sam. Now, to a public charter school in Tucson, Arizona. It has taken the food police to a whole new level in America, led by an overzealous food nut principal. They have banned kids from eating foods with white flour, refined sugar, and anything defined as processed food. They've confiscated bagged lunches. Confiscated. He's got a Ritz cracker. He's got a Ritz cracker. Take him! They've taken Ritz crackers. According to an 8-year-old third grader, Jacob Price, quote, it has to say 100% juice. If it says just natural, it's not allowed. I wish we could bring in more kinds of food like Oreos. That's a third grader. That's the way he should be thinking. The principal says that if everyone just followed her strict rules, yeah, child obesity would be rare. Quote, it is much more difficult to become obese by overeating fruits and veggies. Oh yeah, we're Americans. Try us. We'll find a way. Now, why is this all happening to us? Well, one, progressives want to engineer society into their own perfect vision. They don't believe that you're actually capable of raising your children. They didn't think it in 1910 when life was pretty sweet, and they don't think it now. So, soon they'll be right, because they have erased every single option for you to choose correct principles. And how are you going to learn? How are you going to learn that that's a bad principle without somebody standing over you going, no, I can't choose that one over there? No, Mommy?